Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Today is Thursday, and what a beautiful Thursday it is. We are above ground versus below. We are thankful for another beautiful day. Hey, beautiful sister. How are you this beautiful morning? I'm going to say beautiful all day long because we got to remind ourselves of the beauty that is within all of us and the fact that we're still here, irregardless to everything. So I also want to say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of our journey. And what a journey it is. We started off small, but yet we are still here and we are still going. I want to remind everyone also to drink their 16 ounces of water the first thing in the morning. Take your morning medication and your vitamins, as well as eat you a delicious, nutritious breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Get it in. All right. Take a seat, grab you a cup of coffee. We're going to start first and foremost with our affirmations. And we get those morning affirmations from my little sister, my girl, Miss Morningstar, the affirmation queen. Good morning, Miss Morningstar. How are you this morning?
The tongue twister. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday.
Yes.
Y'all know we almost there. It's almost the weekend. 48 hours. 48 hours will be ours. So we're going to get this going with Thursday affirmations as we get into some good political tea. Y'all buckle up and get ready. So today's morning affirmations is just affirmations that you can use daily. The stuff you can use daily. We know that positive affirmations are long-standing practices where everybody needs a little bit of encouragement. And the best part is they are free. You don't have to pay for them. And they're flexible. You can do them in the morning, you can do them in the evening, the afternoon, however you choose. Whether you're navigating through depression, and I hope if you are doing that, you are seeking a therapist. You don't have to go through that alone. But if you're just looking to boost your self-esteem, you can use affirmations. So I have a few here that we'll go through. And hopefully this will help one or two or everybody get through their Thursday. All right, so let's start with the first one. I am understood and my perception is important. I am valued and helpful. I am well rested and excited for today. I am worthy of investing in myself. I breathe in healing and I exhale the painful things that have burdened my heart. I like that. I breathe in trust and I exhale doubt. I can be soft in my heart and firm in my boundaries. I celebrate the good qualities of others and myself. I deserve an affirming touch on my own terms. I deserve self-respect and a clean space. I do all things in love. I do not linger in dark places. There is help for me here. I look forward to tomorrow and opportunities that await me. I love that I love what I love. I make decisions based on good gut. I make change based on a growing heart. I nourish myself with kind words and joyful food. I practice grateful I practice gratitude. I'm sorry, gratitude for all that I have and all that is yet to come. I respect the cycle of the seasons. I seek out misery. I seek out misery in the ordinary. I don't know what that kind of means. I strive for joy, not for perfection. And finally, there is growth in stillness. There is peace in changing your mind when it is done in love.
That's interesting. Yeah, I like that one. All right. Thank you, Miss Morningstar, for those positive
You're
affirmations.
welcome.
Get us through the day. And like you said, you can use them morning, noon, or night. Whenever you feel a little doubt in your spirit, remember that you are greatness. And don't let anybody tell you different. All right, so let's get into this weather. Today, Holly Springs, you have a high of 93, a low of 75. Feels like 98 during the day, 76 at night with the 5% chance of rain. Winds are to the south-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be sunny skies all day long. Beautiful day. Humidity is moderate during the day and high at night. Drink you plenty of water. Get out there, get you 30 minutes of exercise. Walk around the block a couple times. Get it in. It's a beautiful day. And then why sit in the house? Go get you some fresh air. Memphis, Tennessee, today you have a high of 95, a low of 77. Feels like 100 degrees. Ah, that's high. Yes, that's hot, but just hold on because Houston is next. With a low of 83, you have 3% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a sunny, beautiful day. Get out there and enjoy it. Humidity is moderate during the day and high at night. Go have you a great day, irregardless of everything. H-Town, hot Houston. All right, living up to our name. 91 is our high today, a low of 79. It feels like 102 degrees. Yeah, hot. With a low of 88 degrees. We have 11% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. It is going to be a sunny, hot day. Humidity is high during the day and very high at night. Get out there, enjoy yourselves, drink you plenty of water. Matter of fact, y'all hear that? That is your reminder once again. Over the summertime, I know it's important to drink water all the time, but over the summertime, it is very important. It's really easy to get dehydrated. And please check on your elders, your pets, and those youngins because they'll grab a soda before they'll grab water. Make sure they're getting in water as well. That is your that is your water. That is your weather for today. So enjoy it. We're gonna go ahead and hop into some it's political tea. We may as well bring them up. DeeJay and Real, go ahead and bring them up. And we're gonna go ahead and get into it. You know, this news cycle that we're in right now, it has been it's a trying time right now for people of color. And you know, I will say, you know, I'm quite sure there are some people that are not melanated that may be disturbed by what has happened as well. So I'm not going to just say that all of them are like this. I'm just going to say that the ones that are racist and evil, hey, it is what it is. Argue with your mammy. Don't argue with me. I don't want to hear it. Good morning, Real. Good morning, DeeJay. DeeJay
Good
looking at
morning.
you
Good
you
morning.
are
I gotta keep up.
serious.
Listen, I gotta keep up with
Well,
my young sisters. Y'all not gonna get me on here looking like I'm 99 and y'all looking 23. No,
gorgeous.
I
Yes.
think that's the reverse, honey. I have to
Okay.
keep up with you.
no. Thank you,
It's
my
in reverse.
sisters. Thank
Absolutely
you.
beautiful. And Real, you look all right. You look all right too with your cowboy hat.
Listen, listen, listen. Don't be a hater all the time, okay?
Mm, but I like it. I like it. You know, I like the hat. Not being a hater. I like the hat. All right. Good morning,
Either
Real. You want to say good morning to your family and friends out in Holly Springs and Memphis?
absolutely.
All
Good
right.
morning, Holly Springs, Memphis. I don't know why she tell the weather for you, Houston, all of
Wait
y'all.
a
Good
minute.
morning.
I tell the weather for Houston because I'm in Houston. You want to get in here and
Well,
tell
well,
the weather?
them people in Houston need to say hello to them too.
All right. Well, hey, y'all in Houston that are listening.
Right.
There are some in Houston that are
There
listening.
are.
Good morning to you as well.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Holly
ladies. Good
Springs,
late. Good morning.
Tennessee, and Houston, Texas.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank
Mm,
you. Thank you.
mm.
So we're gonna
Woo.
just pull the band-aid off. Carmelo
Let's
and
do it.
Carmelo Anthony. Let's go
Well,
ahead and get into it.
absolutely. Of course, we were going to have to obviously address the elephant in the room. And hell, at the rate things are going, we're about to have a room full of elephants between this whole Cyrus incident with Mr. Chow and what we saw yesterday. But let's go to the one most recent. Carmelo Anthony found guilty of first degree murder. The verdict came in yesterday,
Hmm.
and sentencing came in around 7:30 p.m. ish last night, where they sentenced this young man to 35 years in prison, eligible for parole once he's done half that time. Um,
Oh, tell them get yourself together.
for me, I think this thing went left from the start. We all know it went left. We saw it was going left when we found out he had an all-white jury. We found
Mhm.
out his dad, the prosecutor, and the judge were all hanging out together. I'm not sure why the parents didn't push to move the venue before this trial even started. But that's not for me to determine. Maybe they had some other information, and I don't know. But I definitely think the venue should have been moved. What we do know is immediately after um, everything went down yesterday, an appeal was filed. So they're appealing the case, and also I think they're trying to change the venue. So that's what we know so far. What I can tell you,
Mhm. What was that, DJ?
excuse you,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
I was letting him, land his plane because we're in two different spaces when it comes to this. For me, all right.
Okay.
Like you guys said earlier, you knew that just looking at the elements put in place that they were going to do exactly what they did. I knew that because of the elements put in place and them even charging him in the beginning, I knew that it was going to be some BS at the end. All right. This kid protected himself in a state that has a stand your ground law. Now, I can't remember every aspect of that law, but I did look it up yesterday and he met every aspect of
He
it.
did.
Now, there was nothing in question. But we understand that, even though the system is totally broken when it comes to us,
Hmm.
all right, it's not that the system is broken, it's that the people that are running the system, they're the broke ones. All right, those supremacists running this system, they're the broke ones. They knew prior to that man, that young boy even going into that courtroom that they were going to find him guilty. They knew that because, as far as I'm concerned, all of that came from a higher power. He met every element to be released, let free, not even charged at all charges dropped. His attorney tried to ask them to go ahead and do that, but no, they wanted to make an example of this young man. So there's a few things I want to say because you guys, I know I'm gonna be a little bit long-winded, but I won't be too long. One, again, that those orders came from the top. All right, that was done to make us uncomfortable and in an attempt to remind us. They want to remind us that right now they're in charge. What we need to do, first of all, we need to continue to stand with our chests up. When they come to you with that BS, oh, that's why he got 35 years, then you need to remind them that the other kid involved got life, like Real said. All right. I hate to be that mean about it, but dang it, they want to push the button. Here's a button for them to push. We knew that that call came from up top. This is an attempt to start something civil. I'm asking my people, my melanated brothers and sisters, I'm asking my non-melanated brothers and sisters, guys, stay tight for a second. Let's plan this out because it's not going to go unattended. We're not going to do that. But what we're going to stop doing is let them make the call and we follow. We've got to stop that because it's nothing but a trap. They're setting up traps and they want us to run into it. Not this time. What we need to do is we need to prepare their trap because they're going to run into it. And as far as those people involved in giving him what he got, streets handle it.
Hey, it is what it is. You know, I have to agree with both of you. I'm Real, I'm gonna let you hop back in here and finish your point. But what we need to take a commercial break. But I understand that passion. We are all passionate about this. Tensions are high, and it's a hard pill to swallow when we know I'm in Texas, and this is a stand your ground state. And there is no reason why, number one, they could have detained him, but for you to arrest him was our clear indicator that you were going to treat him unlawfully. In the state of Texas, all you have to say is, I was in fear of my life. And that young man was. That boy, but we'll get into it. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We'll let Real go ahead. And I want you to finish your thought process because I need to hear all sides. And I agree with you, sis. We have to have cooler heads and let things, I don't want us jumping up and giving them what they want. I don't want to give them nothing. But we'll get into it. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate.
Keep tapping the screen, guys. Okay, are we getting?
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Meeks. I'm a wife, a mom, and a soldier for life. And I'm running for the 19th Judicial District Circuit Court Clerk for Montgomery and Robertson County in Tennessee. I am so grateful for Our Plug LLC for giving me an opportunity to share my platform and explain why I'm running for office. Early voting is July 17th through August 1st, with the final day of voting on August 6, 2026. I'm an independent candidate, and I appreciate your support.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingAndTrainingServices.com.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing, it's a movement. Our comfortable confidence boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity, because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
Join Political Tea every Wednesday, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern on our Plug LLC.
Where the tea is hot.
And you'll catch us sipping on it too. We keep the conversation fresh and the brew hot. You can bring your questions, your stories, and your cup, because we're pouring it all out.
You don't want to miss it.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. All right, so Real, we want to go ahead and let you go ahead and finish your thought. I want to hear what it is from your perspective on what's going on.
Well, one thing I would say is what DJ's mentioned earlier. What we saw happen yesterday, it had to happen. This was nothing short than an attempt from the top to put this case on full display across the nation, and you already knew what the outcome was going to be. You knew it was going to piss black people off. So this had to happen on the national stage before the midterm. Everything that they have thrown at us thus far has not worked. We have rose above the foolishness, and we need to continue to rise above the foolishness. Don't let them sway us. Do not let them perturb us from what we are trying to do here, which is get these people out of office. Um, it's a last ditch effort to reel those maggots, the ones that strayed away because of whatever we're going through right now, whether it's high gas prices, grocery prices, or whatever. You got to see us take down a young black man. Come on back. Let's continue. Let's keep it going. We're not having it. So now, with that, I say, we saw what happened to the kid with the water. We saw what happened to Carmelo. So now in Charlotte, the man who unalived the Ukrainian woman on the train, they pushed his trial back because he is dealing with some mental conditions right now. Why are we trying this man? Other than to make it another example, why did they not just facilitate this man? Put him in a facility. You know he has mental issues. So now in any other instance, if it was listen, I'm not a racist by any stretch of the imagination, but if it was a white child who went and shot up a school, they would say he was mentally unstable, and they would sweep it under the rug and they would let it go to be heard no more. But, again, this is the game they play. Just like when we went live last night, DJ and I, oh, they were in there. They were in there deep. Oh, he's this, that, and the other. To them, listen, Miss DJ Kitty, I just want to leave that Proverbs 16:18 for them.
Go right ahead. We need it.
First pride, then the crash. The bigger the ego, the harder the fall. So you come up here, you keep pushing this racist agenda with your Christian white nationalism, you will pay dearly when it's time to sit in front of your creator. So however y'all want to take that, take that. But we need to focus. So now, this is what I'll say. we every time something like this happens, it sweeps across the country. We're up in arms. DJ and I, we do a live every night. We're telling you, keep your money in your pocket. If you
There you
want
go.
to change the narrative, keep your money in your pockets. And see, we say this till we're blue in the face, but then something like this happens, then everybody's on board. Why not just nip the problem in the bud now? I looked up how much blacks contributed to the economy out there in Texas. I think it was like $168 billion. So you keep that money in your pocket and you only buying the essentials for now. You hold out, wait them out, smoke them out. They start to lose wealth. We start to gain ground. Guys,
Absolutely.
we need to collectively get together, be disciplined in our movements, move just like they did during the Montgomery bus boycotts, and eventually they are going to have to say uncle. Hey,
I agree.
that's all it
I
is to it.
agree. I agree 1,000%. You have to think about the type of people that we're dealing with. We're not dealing with people with compassion or empathy. We're dealing with people who, for the love of money, that's the only thing that they understand. So if you only understand money when your pockets start getting thin, you start understanding. I don't
Right,
spend money. That's like walking into a store
right.
and you're
And
not being addressed properly and you're looked at and you're followed around the store. I walk right back out because I will not spend with you. I'm not giving you my money.
yeah,
Hold your dollars.
yeah.
Essentials only. I'm
Listen,
with it.
and these people who making these videos out here trying to bait each other. I've seen all kind of foolishness. Oh yeah, you won't boycott the Asians, this, that, and the other, and oh, Civil War, we own the ammo factories, the fun. Who cares? Don't pay this foolishness. Don't pay it any mind. Do not give it your energy. It's usually the loudest one in the room who's the weakest. I guarantee you, all of these people out here running their mouth, making these videos, these racist videos, because they know TikTok is not going to hold them accountable. They are the weakest one in the room.
And the brokest.
Yeah,
Because while
that
you're making all these TikTok videos, you ain't on nobody's job. You ain't getting paid for this. You ain't on
right,
nobody's job making some money. You're broke.
right.
That's that's broke energy, broke racist energy. Go ahead, real.
Right. The sooner they understand that proximity to the rich white people at the top, and we have rich black people at the top, but they are being told, hey, keep them in line. And that's what they're doing. The sooner trying to do, you're never gonna tame me. Never. Anyways, the sooner they realize that they're working for these people for not, and they could be working with the people, everybody at the bottom to take the top down, we could all come up. It's
We
time to
could.
it is time to let the bigotry and the racism go. It is.
But I see it like this. We are dealing with people who that's all they have. When you have absolutely nothing else, it's not like they have anything, education, you know, um, financial literacy. They don't have anything else to fall back on. So all they have is their racism. So
But
that's
that's
what they'll stick to. And it's not all. It's only some. And I'm
right.
praying that the ones who have decided to leave MAGA and figured out that Trump is after them as well, that they'll stay grounded. But that racism, when they got that racism in their blood, it's hard. It's like cooties. It's
Right.
like, I don't know. It's kind of like it's a disease like HIV in my mind. Like just like HIV. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But they gon' they'll learn the hard way.
They will.
So
They will.
uh
Miss Morningstar, you've been quiet. What is your take on everything that's been going on as of yesterday?
Oh, my take is exactly what everybody's been saying. When DJ was talking, they knew from the beginning what they were gonna do. It's no surprise. It's hurtful, but it's no
Yeah,
surprise. We knew exactly what this is to set an example. This country right now is a country full of hate, and they want to stick it to us, black people, but they've always wanted to stick it to us. For whatever reason, they've always had this hatred towards us, probably because they couldn't be us and they could never be us and better than us, So, yeah, I mean, and it's unfortunate that a kid, 17 years old, 3.7 GPA, never been in trouble, good kid,
good
who
kid.
decided that he was not going to get beat up by some big bullies, and he did what he had to do, and
Yeah.
it's just all these narratives. And again, like Real said, they want to create narratives that we'll get out here and we'll act a fool in the street and that will cause havoc, because they want to paint the picture that we are the savages that they have claimed we are, but they are the savages actually. And so they want to try to paint that narrative still, so we just got to stay focused.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. So I that is our take on this entire scenario. I'm gonna say talk to your young adults at home, whether they're male or female. Talk to your children, explain to them what's going on, and this is an example of how they have to stay diligent. And this is one of my coworkers made a point. She said we have got to stop avoiding jury duty. It is our responsibility to show up. If you can vote, you can go and sit in a jury box and do your civic duty. Do not avoid that. That is how they continue to traumatize our culture, our family, our friends, our people. Serve your civic duty, sit on jurors. Even if you did, I'm quite sure they had already decided what they were going to do, allegedly. But like we said at the beginning of the show, they're appealing it, and we should a new venue, a new lawyer. Look, show the evidence, pull up case law, because there's plenty of it out there, using case law from officers who stood their ground because they were in fear of their lives. Use that as case law. uh, Tell the attorney to give me a call. I got some tips for him, because it sounds like we need somebody who knows what they're doing. Anyway, anywho,
Yes.
prayers
So,
to the Carmelo Anthony family. Go ahead, Real. Let's move forward.
um, all right, all right. Let's see what else is going on. Um, well, your boy, hey, DJ Kitty Cat, he added 160 new drugs to his prescription, his Trump RX. So listen, if you trying to get these deals, go to www.trumprx.
Excuse me, sir. I don't do
Oh,
CRACK. Okay.
Not
I
oh,
don't
promote
need none of it.
blasphemy.
Thank you. I don't need none of that. I don't do
No, y'all can't trust that.
I don't do CRACK. So I'm good on anything coming from the man with the dead hands and the leprosy on his neck.
okay. So
Very good.
I was just trying to save you a little money. So, anyways,
Save my
let's go.
DJ. Did he say he was trying to save me a little
I
money?
think that's what he said.
All
So,
right.
all right, let's get into it. So, your boy, let's talk about your boy the other night on that interview with Walker Short on Meet the Press. Why buddy get up and run off? Anybody know? Oh, he was hot too. He was 38 hot.
Was he
She,
38 hot?
yeah, she was questioning him on, and she was fact checking him on real time about his the election was stolen deal,
Mm.
and she wasn't backing down, and he was hot. He was mad, and finally he said, "You know what? I'm done." He got up, started walking off, almost fell, had to grab the woman. Um, y'all didn't see this?
Oh,
Mm-mm,
you know we saw it. I saw it, and
I ain't see it.
we talked about it.
Yeah.
But
He
you
he can't handle a woman correcting him. He can't handle being, especially a woman. He can't handle a
he,
woman making corrections to him or challenging him.
Look, he got so mad. He said he told her she was either crooked or stupid.
he said she was crooked or stupid.
Yeah, he told her when you make these claims and allegations like this, you either crooked or stupid.
How does he call anybody stupid? Because
I
that's
don't know.
I'm trying to figure out how you call somebody else stupid when you are the dumbest person on the planet ever to ever exist. How you gonna call somebody else stupid? Uh, what did she
Hey,
say when he said that?
she didn't say anything. I mean, she was like, so you just gonna end the interview? I came all this way to interview you, and now, pretty much you gonna walk out. He just kept on walking. He's like, hey, I ain't got time for this. You're not gonna check me and tell the truth on me while I'm sitting here. So he got up and left. And I don't want to hog it up. DJ, is there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about?
Oh no, go ahead. I'll jump in. You got it.
And then of course y'all saw he showed up and made a spectacle of that NBA finals game in New York where he got booed and everybody lost money because, they canceled a bunch of watch parties. So yeah. Um that's where we're at. Let me see.
I heard something about elections. So apparently, Frumpy, his executive order could block USPS from delivering mail ballots in 23 different states. So basically, it's saying state election officials across the country are facing a difficult choice under a new executive order from Frumpy to turn over voter lists to the federal government or risk losing mail-in ballot delivery altogether. So basically, he's trying to steal ballots. You guys go and vote in person. Go early vote.
Yeah.
When you vote early, it's not as crowded. That last day, I don't know why y'all standing in line the last day. It's like y'all in line like it's a Beyonce concert. No,
Right.
go throughout you got a full week. Go early vote, please. And mail-in ballots, if you do get a mail-in ballot, you can take it to the registrars. If you can't do it, I think you can get someone to drop it off for you.
Yes. Absolutely. Because we already know we're gonna see the same stuff we saw in November 2024, ballot boxes being burned.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we're gonna see mail not making it to where it needs to be. There's gonna be boom boom threats called in that day. So they're gonna try to keep you from voting every way they possibly can. I saw something where there was an ICE agent harassing people at a poll the other day. And I guess local police were called, they ran them off. So I don't know if everybody's police is gonna be kind enough to run them off, but you see them, you do not by federal law, you do not have to interact with them, you don't have to talk to them, you don't have to say a word to them.
Yeah, you can
Um,
please move around, clown.
yes. They're gonna try to throw everything at us. Listen, if you go the day of and there's long lines, have you some snacks, have your medicine with you, whatever you need to get you through that line to cast that ballot. Listen, somebody said they were voting in a runoff the other day in Georgia, I think it was, and he said there was nothing there but people like our age and up. Guys, take these young people, grab them by the hand, the ear, whatever you got to do. Teach, hey, whatever you got to do to let them know how important this is. We all have to show up and show out. So do what you got to
Absolutely.
do.
Do like Louisiana did. Louisiana's numbers, 18 to I think 28 or 25, one of those, was the highest voting block. So Louisiana said, oh no, and they came in and knocked all 5 of those amendments down. So do like Louisiana, get your young ones involved and get them to the polls. Look, that's why we're in the situation we are in now. We have got to let our young ones know that they try and tell us it was so long ago. It was not. It was not. Get them to the polls.
Yep. Y'all might want to explain to them what Jim Crow was for those of you who dealt with that, whether it was deep in it or on the back end. Let them know that they not probably not built for that. So they may want to go ahead and get out there and cast that vote.
Got a live restriction for 10 minutes. Y'all tap that screen on TikTok.
Yeah, they got a live restriction. That's fine. Share the live, you guys. TikTok doesn't want us to talk, and we don't care. We're going to keep talking. Y'all know how I feel about TikTok. I just can't say it because I'm on the radio. But, F them people.
Right.
Anyhow,
So,
let's go ahead and take a break before we jump into another story. Real. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hand.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com.
You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugs.com. Also, check out MorningstarBoutiqueByTam.com, where your light owns your style.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Today we're here with Political Tea with DeeJay and The Real Duce, and we are talking about what's going on in politics. And here's your reminder, check your voter registration every week. Go to bluevoterguide.org, bluevoterguide.com, and I think there's one more. I just can't think of it.
Vote.com or vote.org.
Yes, and check your voters registration. If you have been removed, go to your local county office and get back on the roll. Just go back up there with your driver's license and probably a bill. You might have to take your birth certificate. Y'all know how these people are, and make sure that you can vote these elections. All right, Real. Let's get into what else do you have for us today, politically?
Well,
Well, let me come in with this real quick. Guys, right now, MAGA's they're going through a lot of changes. The girls are fighting.
Mm.
Okay, there's a lot of inside fighting. There's accusations. Is not real has been put on a T list. Now, the same people we're out there fighting
Wait,
for
who?
losing out. Oh, they've been put on the T list. They accuse It's Not Real of bugging their devices and their people. And yeah, mhm.
The United States.
The United
Yeah,
States?
yes.
the
Oh,
United
Yes.
States.
wait a minute.
Yes, I had
Wait.
heard. Yeah, oh yeah.
Wait. No, I ain't heard nothing.
hmm
Tell me more.
And accusation is being made that that last was it a helicopter Keith that got hit?
Yeah, it
Yep.
was a helicopter that went down.
An
Okay,
Apache.
so that right, they tried to say that that was Iran that did that. Iran came out and said we do that. Now let me say this: every time they've hit something, they've bragged about it. They've said, "Yeah, we hit it." They were like, they didn't do that. And from what I'm understanding, the missile that was used was a It's Not Real missile.
Excuse me?
Keith, you want
I,
to elaborate?
Yeah, I mean that's the story. I mean, you pretty much said everything that I know so far, DJ. But I'm not surprised because that goes along the lines of what Thomas Massey told us about um the USS Liberty when they hit our ship in it was in 67, but none of us knew what really happened. He said that the Israelis came in, they started attacking them. They were trying to radio out. The Israelis were jamming their signal. They were able to get a message out to let people know that, they were a US ship. And the Israelis told their pilots to continue attacking these ships. They were dropping napalm, bombs, all kinds of stuff on this ship. Ended up killing or unaliving, I'm sorry, like 150 people that day. And obviously the US knew because they were able to get a message out to them. So obviously the US was complicit in what happened that day. So yeah. I guess nothing has changed between now and then because again, we found out, Donald Trump is like, hey, Iran down one of our Apache helicopters and we're gonna retaliate. So we retaliated on them and came to find out that it wasn't them. It was Israel.
Right. So
That
that's one of the hits. All right. Now we're also being faced with this. White supremacists are out there chanting, Jews will not replace us. All right. That's the same chant they had back at Charlottesville. Or was it Charlottesville or Charlottetown? For Charlottesville, I do believe.
Charlottesville.
Okay, Charlottesville. That was the same chant they had now. Then it's the same chant they have right now. They have a problem that their Confederate flag is being replaced with an Israeli's flag. All right. So, like I said a few minutes ago, there's a lot of inside fighting going on. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's also inside fighting going on about the money that's being spent. Apparently, everybody's not getting their cut of the pie. And so people are upset that, there's some amongst them that are walking away with millions, and I guess they walking away with thousands, or maybe they only got a few millions and the other have 100 millions, but it's a discrepancy on, who's being compensated for what. So
Right.
that's an issue out there. So I want to say to my white supremacists, Jews will not replace us. You worried about the wrong thing.
Right.
While you
So
busy over here worrying, doing the devil's work, worrying about us, the devil is getting ready to replace you. So I
right.
just wanted to get that in.
Right. So going back to what DJ initially brought up, here's the scenario. Right now, there is active legislation being pushed through Congress to merge the United States military and the Israeli Defense Force, make them all one big old military. But at the same time, because we found out Israel has been spying on us, we put them at the top of the terrorist list at the highest level possible. Somebody please make this make sense for me.
We can't. We cannot real. We can't make it make sense for you because it don't make sense for us.
And then, as far as the infighting we're talking about, so right now there's internal conflict between the CIA and the Office of Director of National Intelligence. The CIA thinks that ODNI is dirty.
What's
And
ODNI?
the Office of Director of National Intelligence. It's just another intelligence agency.
And is.
And is
The
And is.
whole government is dirty. The whole
is there
thing.
a is there a doubt? Were we doubting this?
Everybody, they are Decepticons. I'm
Right.
telling you,
Exactly.
we have
But
been
this is
invaded.
right,
But this,
exactly. We're being invaded right now. But
We
this is what you
are.
right. When you get criminals just think about an old gangster movie. There's always the two different groups of gangsters, but they always worried about what the other one is doing, and or they planning to take the other one out. They have no trust in each other. And that's what you got. You've got a whole slew of gangsters. And even though they're looking at each other, smiling each other's face, shaking each other's hand, they're turning their head and cocking their eyes. They don't trust one another.
Mm-hmm.
but
Israel does not trust the United States, and Donnie is not smart enough not to trust Israel.
but DJ, this is a problem of their own making. They said
Of
that
course.
these American officials have been flying back and forth to and from Israel on private jets, not government planes that have secure communication measures, and they were using personal cell phones. They were saying that these
Personal
people
cell phones.
They
personal
believe,
cell phones
right.
to
They
make
believe,
calls concerning national security. And
right.
so, they said
Amen.
they rejected assistance from the embassies in Israel or these foreign countries that could have provided them with secure communication. So it's a problem of their own making.
What he say? I know you lying.
Yeah, they believe that Vance information had been leaked or tapped up. I don't know which, and I don't know what information they're talking about, but they believe that they is not real. Got him. What kind of picture?
But DJ, another thing, DJ, they said that hit on that Apache was
Mm-hmm.
from leaked information where
Mm-hmm.
Israel had been listening in on phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Listening
Yeah.
in. I thought that Frumpy and BB were besties, and now
Let me
all of us.
Well,
listen. I need you guys to keep this date in mind. March 11th. All right. Because I went back and I was able to find that one screenshot that told me, and this is only on that screenshot. Okay. The person that posted it is a blue dot person. I don't know we no longer know what's real and what's not. Let's just keep it real. We got to investigate everything. I investigated that. He gives a death date for BB as March 11th. So we're going to wait it out. Like I said, the last time I was on the show, the last person that had the prime minister of Is Not Real was unalived 8 years before they told us he was gone.
Right.
For real?
So, yeah, so we may
Oh, I
be
didn't know that.
able. Mm,
Mm.
and then unalive for 8 years before they told us he was gone. I'm telling you guys, I saw the post and I did a screenshot of what they announced after that, after the building was hit. And that's what they announced. This is what they announced. And this is just, I'm going by what they announced. They announced the building got hit. He was injured. They took him on a plane. They were trying to find a country that would take him in and tend to his injuries. But everybody turned him down except for Germany. Germany
Yeah.
took him in. So I don't know if it was on the plane or on the in Germany that they put him in a what is it called? A seduced coma? When
Yeah,
Induced
you
coma.
induced coma.
induce, excuse me, an induced coma.
Medically induced coma is what they call
Right.
it.
And he passed. That's what the original story
Well,
said. Now, my thing is this. If he was so alive, why have all those AI videos? Because we could see they were AI in the beginning. They doctor it up. They're a lot better with it now. They're doing things like posting the interview that he had on 60 Minutes. But what they don't tell you anywhere on that video, and you can't find out the answer, not even going online, when was that recorded? If it
mhm.
was recorded that day, that week, it would say that. But it gives
Yeah.
absolutely nothing. Now you can go to other 60-minute videos and you'll see when it was recorded. It'll give you the time, all that. But that one, they won't.
Something in the milk ain't clean, sis. That's all I got.
Oh,
Something in the milk.
trust me, it's not.
Mm-mm.
I seen an article the other day that said one of the 9/11 pilots, his family was Jewish.
Mm. Mm. And you know what? I saw something about that as well. I saw
So
something about that as well. And nowadays, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. It's so much going on, and these people are so foul that you really and truly will never know. We will never ever know the truth.
You're right.
The only people that's actually going to know the truth are the ones that are actually in the midst of it. Maybe, ex-presidents, they may get some wind of what's going on, but we will never know the truth because they are showing us a narrative. Them taking over our mainstream media, them taking over our news cycle. They took over everything. So they're going to feed the American people only what they want them to know to
Hmm.
fit their narrative. And that's
Hmm.
fine because we're not stupid.
Right.
We
But
know
they've done
exactly
this,
what's going
they've
on.
done this before. This is an attempt to erase the truth and fill it with lies. And so they're going to push it. They're going to push it as much as they can. They don't care who doesn't believe it. They need their loyalists to continue repeating it. They need their loyalists to repeat it to their children. They want them to repeat it in the schools, repeat it in the church. They want to once again make it seems as if we can't catch on to stuff. They look, it's an attack.
It is an
Bottom
attack.
line.
Just like when Frumpy came on, he had a method to his madness every single day. Think about it. Every single day, it was something new. The American people, we weren't used to this. We weren't accustomed to this. So at first, it was like, oh, and that's how he drugged so many people, and they started drinking the Kool-Aid because they were thinking, oh, he's so cool. He talks to us, not realizing that he was setting things in place. They got this. They got the right clown to bring on the fools, basically. And they were anticipating that. He started his own social media company after he ruined Twitter. twat or whatever you want to call it.
Whatever, right.
Now, yeah, now it's with his homeboy who I think is a cyborg, but that's a whole nother story. So it's a narrative that they've told us over the years. And those who aren't paying attention, or those who are so caught up in their own worlds and not really wanting to deal with what's going on, and I get it because it is a lot, aren't really abreast of what's going on. That's why we have to continue to come and speak the truth. Otherwise, people will never know what's going on.
Right. You'd be surprised to learn how long they've been doing the same thing. This is history repeating itself, because they did it in the 1700s. They did it in the 1800s. They've been doing this for quite some time in an attempt for us to forget who we are as people. They want us to believe we're slaves, we're descendants from slaves. We didn't start there, so we can't be descendants from there. Did our ancestors experience that? Yes.
Yes.
But is that where we descended from? Heck no. And I want my people to start believing that about themselves. They want us to remain asleep. Asleep, you accept the things that they're doing to you because you believe that there's nothing else that you can do. That's all bull. We don't have to be asleep. We can wake up. And we're not just waking up in a nation that is just us waking up. White folks are waking up too. They're telling their congregation who the Black people really are. I've seen seminars of that they've gone through, and they're telling them who we really are. I'm just having the most difficulty trying to get my people to believe in who they really are. Those demons, they're going down one way or the other. We're not going back to handling things like we used to. Those days are over. All right. They want to bring hate in our hearts so that we can fight each other. They want us fighting the Asians. They want us fighting the white folks. They want the white folks to fight us, but they just want all of that while they sitting up tapping glasses together, looking down at us, betting money on who lives and who dies.
Hunger
We've got
Games.
to stop giving them what they want. I'm not giving them anything else. They will not take anything from me. I am a proud Black woman. For those that come on these social medias and want to throw the N word out and well, Black people this and Black. Let me let you know so that you won't be confused when you see the sister in or out of the social media forum. I am very proud. I would never change skins with you. You should be proud of yourself too. If you wasn't worried about me, supremacists, then you could have that moment and maybe build yourself up and make something out of yourself.
Girl,
But
you
you're not
better
going to bring
talk.
me down because you can pick yourself up. You're just not.
That no truer words have been spoken. You're so worried and you're so busy worrying about us and trying to degrade us. You got your eyes on us. You don't even know what's going on with you. Stop
Choosing
Right.
worrying
not to
about
play
us. We got
stuff.
us.
Right.
We
And
got us.
that's what I've seen some videos and things on, different social media platforms where they with the rah, rah, rah. And I just tell them, maybe you should clean your house before you try to clean mine. You're talking about how Black people raise their kids, this, that, and the other.
How about you stop
Oh,
yours?
right. That part. So, who are you to tell me who I am and who I'm? Man, stop.
They're doing what they were
Anyway,
taught. They're doing what the white man has taught them their whole entire lives. Regardless how bad your situation is. You have no food, you have no shoes, white man, but you better off than them Black folks. At least you're not Black. And a lot of them woke up and said, you know what? This really isn't working out. They
but
told me I was better than them, but it seems that they're more happy. They're definitely cleaner. They have more things, So there's so many things. They're like, no, this isn't really
right,
working out. They're only continuing what they were told. As soon as they wake up and go get their own bag stop worrying about ours, they'll be better. But I just want to let them know. See, back in the old days, the white folks couldn't come out and say, "I'm supporting the black folks." They couldn't. The white people that helped Harriet Tubman could never tell anybody they were helping her. They would
No.
unalive them. Well, those days have changed. White folks are out there and they pissed. They pissed about the Anthony, Carmelo Anthony
Carmel Anthony.
situation,
Mm-hmm.
and they're pissed about the other upset, excuse me, about the other young man's situation. On Asian people are upset too. They got videos out there too, telling other Asian people leave them alone, telling other Asian people these black people made a way so you could be here. So I want to say to my, my slanty eyes Asian friends and family. And I hope that doesn't sound racist. It's never meant to be. My eyes are slanty too. But and to my white brothers and sisters and to my brown brothers and sisters, continue the unity. Don't give that up. This is what they're fighting for. They're waiting for us to drop that baton. We're not going to drop it. They got to go.
Yep.
And I don't know quite how we're going to work this, but we may not have to do much because MAGA is feeling the heat. MAGA may be the one that pushed their buttons first. Who's to say? We really don't know. But we need to prepare for all of it because we're not going back to none of that. None of it. I'm not even going to look back.
Say that. I,
Um, you
I don't know
know,
back there. I'm busy.
Right.
I would
Stumbling.
say to them, while they're sitting around chanting the Jews will not replace us, they need to find out what type of deal these oligarchs in the upper echelons of government has made with the Jewish people. How is
You
it
don't think
that
it's obvious?
you how is it that a country of 7 million people says, if you do not do what I tell you to do, United States of America, I will bomb you utilizing the
F1,
Samsonite.
F1, F1.
The thing about it is, Frumpy and BB became they. It sounded like they started all this with Iran, and you would think that they were allies. Now, what is it? 5 months, 80, 90 days, 100 days later, now we are finding out that is not real, is bringing our planes down and unaliving our servicemen and servicewomen. Look, when I tell you we've been sold to the highest bidder, I don't say that lightly. I mean that with my full chest.
Yeah, you better
The
believe it.
Yeah.
highest bidder.
You better
So
believe it.
listen, I can tell you now, this is one thing I can tell you for certain. Iran or Israel by choice can keep this war going. Trump has no cards. If he tries to make a deal with Iran, Israel is going to foil that deal.
Mm.
If Iran decides we want to play with the toy, kick the can down the street a little longer, then that's what it is. And that's what we've been seeing above the lies that he's been telling. Oh yeah, we're close to making a deal, this, that, and the other.
He ain't
Meanwhile,
close to nothing.
Iran is like, what? We're not negotiating with you guys.
Who is he making a deal with? Himself? He's speaking with the devil and thinking that what? You, sir, please stop.
Listen,
Melangerie, come get your dude. Like,
Honey, that's
it's
that
ridiculous.
dementia.
It is.
I don't know.
She not gonna be able to take him out of that dementia
No, she not.
arena.
No. I
Mm-mm.
mean, the thing about it is he gets up every single day and says that he's doing X, Y, and Z, and all he's doing is soiling his diaper and looking like a complete fool to
Did you
everyone.
did you see is it Ted Lou? Is that how you pronounce
Yeah.
that? Ellie? Okay,
Yeah.
Ted Lou. All right, Ted Lou. Did you see he came out yesterday and they had he made did a press conference and they're asking that he be removed. They said he is not well. That
He's not.
he cannot stay awake at any of his Oval Office meetings. and that he's not well and he needs to be removed.
Did
He's
you see
not
him?
well.
That's
Did
good.
you see him at Madison Square Garden?
Well,
He couldn't even
y'all know
say
he was missing
Yeah.
for 8 days. He showed back up on the ninth day.
he, he couldn't even
Did y'all
say
know that?
oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, honey.
What you
Where
saying?
was he at?
I mean, I
Where
thought
was he
Morningstar
at?
was saying
Walgreens again?
they never came back and said where he was, but Lou said that he's having these weekly visits at the hospital. He's having these tests done on a monthly base, and that and the way he sleeps, those things alone is enough to say something's not right here. And
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't know he was having weekly visits at the hospital.
Something has
Look,
never been right with him.
Yeah.
all I know is y'all can't blame this war on him. Cause he came out and he
Here we
said
go.
he never promised no new wars.
You know what, Real? There's a
Nobody
lot of
believes
things.
that.
We're not going to play with you today, Real. We not. We not.
Look,
Don't come out here being Frumpy Sports, his mouthpiece.
Messy.
All right,
Messy.
please. Because I can't look at you no other way than like this. You tripping.
And look,
Yeah.
before we get ready to call it a day, did you guys see Headset Family went to France with him? First of all, why are you taking your little kids to France?
Because it's a
Second
free
of
trip
all,
on our time.
why two of them dressed like military? Then you got the big boy, he dressed like whatever. Then you got the one had all that red on, like she doing a Jackie Kennedy look. And then it was another little girl. I'm like, what did she wear? And then did y'all know he had a disabled child? They out here talking about taking money from disabled people. If you have a
What
child
a
over the age of 14, if you have a child over the age of 14 and you receiving stamps or what is it, food assistance, one of you or that 14-year-old got to go do 20 hours a
right.
week.
this is ridiculous.
That rule started June the 1st. So mind you, we're on June what, 9th, 10th? That rule started June the 1st. They're also taking money out of WIC. Some mothers who were only getting like $57 or so will now be receiving $10 to feed their baby. Now,
That's
For
they
a
did
month.
all a
$10.
month.
$10.
They did
Oh my
all of this
God.
stuff. No abortion, no abortion. They did all of that. Save the children, save the children. But they'll essay them, eat them, torture them, and starve them to death.
That part.
Right.
Make that make sense.
That part.
Y'all, our girl, what did she say? She told us that this would happen. You know,
Yeah.
she told us she did not hold her tongue. Every time she had a rally, every time she had an interview, she was breaking down what would happen. And now here we are. Everybody's upset about it. But we gonna sit down. Yeah, we're pretty upset, but we're gonna sit down and we're gonna hold our dollars in our pockets and mind our business, meaning take care of each other.
Honey.
Real DJ, as always, it is a pleasure speaking with you too. I love political tea. I love when we all get together and we hash things out because I mean, this is real life and it's affecting us every single day. So thank you for coming on and spreading the knowledge that you have with our family out in Radio Land. Any last words before we end the show? DJ, go ahead, honey.
All right. Thank you, Sissy. Let me say this to everybody, and I mean this wholeheartedly. I need you guys to wake up. I need you to understand who you are. I need you to dig down and go see the research. Then you would understand that they knew that we were royalty. They knew it from the start. But what they did was they decided to take that knowledge from us. It's time that we go back, grab that knowledge, and grab what is ours. I believe that our reparation will not be in dollars. I believe our reparation would be in getting rid of what they've got going on. That's what I honestly believe. But what I want to say to you to hold your heads up high. That Carmelo Anthony thing, he's going to be fine. We're going to get him out. He's going to be taken care of. I can't believe anything else that he will be taken care of. And when that appeal goes through, I hope and pray, but I do believe that he will find his way out. This is being done because they want us to react. We have to stop giving them what they want, and then we have to start going for what we want. That's
Absolutely.
all I have to say about that.
Yes, ma'am. I am with you when you're right, sis. With you when you're right. With you when you're wrong, too. I'm
Look, I'm
always,
about to say, what do you do when I'm wrong? Be like, I'm gonna get her.
you ain't been wrong yet, so
Shoot,
I'm
that's a
stick
lie.
beside you. Brother Real, I'm gonna go ahead and hand the floor on over to you. What do you have for our family and friends out in radio land?
So, in closing, it was one thing that I was getting to but didn't touch on, but this is very important. Folks, know and understand. I mean, and this is something I found out was happening in California. But there are political action committees, PACs, like APAC and whatever. Anyways, this is called Blue PAC. It was out in California. It is tied to Mike Johnson, but it was a PAC soliciting money from Dems while putting out attack ads against strong Democrats in an effort to have Democrats knife their strongest candidates. Research who you give your money to or give it directly to the candidate. So they're trying to make us pay to take out our best people.
Well, they're not trying. That's what they have set up. And unfortunately, it's already started, but it's been found out. So hopefully it's something that, moving forward, it'll be dissolved. All right. But yeah, that's the type of cheating. That's what you do when you're scared. That's what you do when you're cowards.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. Real and DeeJay, thank you so much. We will have you guys back next Thursday morning, and we will get into it once again. Miss Morningstar, can you please take us home, sis?
Ooh, great show, guys. Ooh, as always, Political Tea, Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Thank you for joining us today, this morning, this beautiful Thursday. I hope it was enlightening. I hope everybody got what they needed from the information provided. And I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday.
Yes.
And you already know we relax and we release on Friday. So come back for giggles tomorrow. Gossip and giggles tomorrow. Yep. And enjoy. Until then, you guys be safe. Have a great day. Thank you, TikTok, for all the taps and the shares and the gives. Thank you guys. And Instagram and Facebook. We will see y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bye. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.